A 5-star zone ambush blitz in the 3 o'clock. I've just said, hey, man, we're a week from right now. NBA trade deadline, and Troy Weaver's still driving his bus. I had to do 2 segments on it. And my biggest fear, if they use that cap space to take on Zach LaVine, you may as well quit. So, Kenny, ticket text if there are any, and then we'll go to the callers. And we'll keep it moving. We got a lot of stuff to get to today. Kenny, what do we got?
Yeah, there's a few here. The one that keeps coming in the most often, though, is trade Cunningham, trade Cunningham, trade Cunningham.
Look, I'm with Rico on this in that everything should be on the board because I don't know what the plan is. I'm the ultimate Cade guy, but you have utterly failed to put people around him in a supportive role. If you forced me to pick 2 guys that I just can't move, it's Cade and Duren. But the 2, the 3, and the 4 that play around those 2 have to be shooters. And you don't have that. And again, you can give me whatever stat line you want. Jaden Ivey's a 30% three-point shooter. Asur Thompson will shoot 10%. It's not going to work. I just make the point, if Troy's running this thing, none of what happens right now matters.
Well, here's the thing about the reason why I say trade Cade before Cade just gets fed up with this city and demands to go. And I want to leave. And then therefore his price will fall because well, he doesn't want to be there. So no matter what you guys say, he's going to opt out anyway. So he could sign this extension and still say, make this happen. I don't want to be here next season.
Hello. Kenny, go ahead.
How is Weaver even allowed to do anything? Another one that...
Kenny, the tone that you read these is amazing. It's partial irreverence and disgust. It's truly awesome.
That seems like what the ticket texters are saying, though. I feel a lot of that vibe coming in through the text when I'm slicing these out here.
Like, imagine if the captain of the Titanic kept getting hired, assuming he didn't die in his office and sink to the bottom of the Atlantic. Like, imagine if he was captaining that new icon of the seas boat that they keep talking about. You'd be like, this is impossible. This man crashes every cruise ship. How is he here? It's not possible.
Fair.
To the people. Let's go to Luke. 97.1. Luke, you're batting leadoff.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Hey, Luke.
Good, Luke. What's going on?
Not much. Glad we're talking Pistons. Man, it's been a rough year. I follow this team more than most. And, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and try to defend Tom Gores and Troy Weaver, but, I mean, we got to blame Monty Williams at some point, too, right? I mean, the way he's coaching these young guys, it's detrimental to their development. I mean, we got Killian Hayes seeing 26 minutes, 28 minutes a game, and he's playing over Ivy. Of course, Ivy's not living up to his potential. I mean, Rico, you said it a couple minutes ago. You're talking about Ivy saying you don't think he would get a return. And I see where you're coming from, but you're saying that because Monty Williams doesn't know how to use these guys. So, I don't
So
know.
let me ask you a question, Luke. If a week from today, Beanie hops up on one of them 10-minute updates and goes, hey, Zach LaVine's coming to town. Give me your response to that.
Yeah, Zach LaVine's not great, but his market's not there. The Bulls have tried to trade him. They can't get anything for him. People know his contract's ridiculous. So if we do trade for LaVine, you wouldn't have to give up an Ivy or a Cade or a Duren. Nobody else is going to give up anything near that. You could trade Bogey and Stu and get LaVine like that. I don't even think you have to give up picks.
So you'd be accepting of it?
I mean, how else are they going to use their cap space, Mike? You want to go sign another Joe Harris? No.
No, Luke, first of all, I erupted when they brought Joe Harris here because I wanted Cam Johnson.
I know you did.
I mean, they basically... Look, it's like you and your buddy go to the bar and you help your buddy sleep with the girl you were sleeping with. It makes no sense. You were supposed to go after Cam Johnson, and you told the Nets, nah, here you go.
We'll help you.
What?
Yeah, we'll help you.
Go to Chris.
Go ahead and slide you that condom.
Right. I mean, here's a condom. What? Chris, how you doing?
What's going on?
What's up, Chris?
I'll just call in, guys, talking about these Pistons. A few thoughts. One, first, the untouchables. Got to be Jalen Duren, 20 years old. He can get you 20 and 20. If we're going to go untouchable, got to be him. Cade Cunningham, to me, I feel he could be untouchable, but we might need to use him if we're going to attract anybody. And as far as everybody else, they can go.
Chris, week from today, you hear the news. They've acquired Zach LaVine. What's your reaction?
I don't want to hear those. I don't want to hear those words.
Don't you put that evil on me.
But see, here's the thing, Chris. Even if you made these deals, I don't know what direction you're trying to go to because
and that's the next thing. There is no win now situation here. So
yeah, I mean,
trying to trade for a washed up superstar or any superstar, period, I don't see that being viable.
No, it's if you said, okay, Mike, what are the Detroit Pistons? What's their style? I don't know.
I thought you were asking me, what are they?
Yeah, what are they? I don't know. I have no clue. I don't even know what they're trying to build to. It's just they're a basketball team in the NBA. They wear red, white, and blue sometimes. Yeah.
I was just going to choose a more simple answer. It's called poop. Let's go to Ben, 97.1. Ben, what's going on, buddy?
What's going on, guys?
Hello, sir.
I kind of 100% am in alignment with what that first caller said. Like, there is some world out there where I think Cade and Ivy and Duran could all work together. I guess you can throw a star in there too, but it's never going to happen if Monty Williams is the coach. He keeps playing these 5 people coming off the bench, all playing at the same time. Last night there's 3 guards in the lineup, and none of which are Cade and Ivy. It's so frustrating because I don't know how these guys are supposed to even hit their potential as long as Monty Williams is doing these bogus lineups. It's frustrating.
You know, I could tell me if I'm crazy, but Ben, I don't think it's impossible at the end of the year that Monty Williams and Juwan Howard are the same person. Stepping away to deal with personal. No, seriously, stepping away to deal with personal situations. I mean, think about it. Monty made 2 years of salary in 1 year. He never wanted to be here. He has his family situation in Phoenix. And Juwan's easy escape, since they won't fire him, is I'm stepping away to deal with my health and things.
Mm-hmm. That's a win-win for Michigan and Pistons fans.
I mean, Ben, I'm with you. I mean, I lauded the hire. I think Monty is a good coach. I think it became evident once that was the only move they made this offseason. And then it became very evident to me, I don't think Troy Weaver endorsed it or wanted it. And then we realized, we're in real trouble. Mm-hmm. So if you're Monty, I mean, think about it. You got paid $13 million, basically $1 million a win. You walk away.
Sad, but yeah, you're right. This was a failed experiment, and you probably should have just stuck with your original no. I'm not coaching in the NBA this year.
He said no 3 times. They kept upping the ante.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is one where money, because I'm not saying, it just feels like that's not the same money that coached the Suns. I'll just put it like that.
No.
His heart is not in this thing. He is going through the motions. And, yeah, it's perplexing. It's like, why do you keep playing Killian Hayes? Like, did you not watch any tape on this man? He's just not good. He's never been good.
If I hired you to be the chef of a restaurant and then I showed you that the ingredients were an empty tin of tobacco and a shoe, you'd be like, what the hell am I doing here? I can't cook anything. Look at this crap. Here, I'm Joe Exotic. I'm serving spoiled meats. Come on down to Zooters. Like, the hell you want Monty to do? This is my roster. I got 15 guys who shoot 10% from 3.
Right, but at least, like the caller said, I like it when you play Jaden Ivey a little more than Killian Hayes, who you know is going to give you nothing. But you keep putting them out there on the court, and it's like, okay, all right, Monty.
Listen, I told you. I'm happy we got to mix some other stuff in. We'll get to the Lions at 3. We got a football today to take care of, a little college basketball later, college football later. And if you want to keep rapping and calling in, hey, I'm down. Call in about the Pistons. Week from today, that trade deadline. Your owner promised us changes sitting by his little Christmas tree or whatever the hell, the lights in the background, whatever he was doing on that Zoom call. All right, a week from today, you got Toons as the driving cat leading you to a trade deadline. Go ahead, because I'm kind of with Rico on this deal. I don't know that there is a sacred cow.
I don't know.
How can you have?
I don't know what the game plan is. Just hockey, you had the Iser plan. I mean, for the Lions, it was grit. Like, it looks like the Tigers are going to go young.
Tigers are going to be just fine.
Right. Pistons,
Tigers are going to be fine. I think they're going to be good this year.
Right.
This division also sucks.
But the Pistons are your basketball team.
You just say it.
You
might
as well put Washington Generals on the front of the jersey because
or
that's
a
what
porta
you are.
potty.
Or a porta potty.
Why not? Just put the Pistons basketball logo bouncing off the top of a porta potty and call it the City Edition jerseys.
Yeah, I mean, you're the get right game in the NBA. Something's wrong with your team. Wait till you play the Pistons. We can fix it then.
That's right.